Hi, this is Claude from Brisbane. I'm just here for a few days in Australia, but I'll be going back to McCarthy in Manila. That's in the Philippines next weekend. That's the end of second. Sorry, that's the 2nd of September of 2011. I would like to share with you some exciting information that probably could jolt you right now because most of us are looking for extra income while we are still working full-time in our existing jobs or possibly businesses. The surprising thing that I see right now in Australia, and this is also very evident in the Philippines, in Malaysia, and I'm sure in the US as well, where people are really finding it hard to make ends meet. Now the reason for this is that they have no idea the type of income they are actually earning right now. Actually, I was surprised about 8 years ago when a kind lady took the time off from her busy schedule to share with me two concepts. The first was called linear income and the second is called residual income. I'll go through these in detail in the short video here, but if you want to know more about linear and passive or residual income, go to the bookshop right now or go to Google and buy a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This man has taken real trouble in writing a fantastic book highlighting why so many people are in the rat race to pay bills while quite a few people are becoming multimillionaires while the others slave away at their jobs. So what is linear income? It's a fancy word that means active income. In other words, the more you work, the more you get. Now, if you notice that there's this glass of time that you see here, this is the time that you exchange with your boss in reward for wages. The glass to the right is wages and the glass to the right is time. You've only got so much of time and so he gives you so much of money. Now this money is calculated in a way that it pays your taxes first and then it pays your bills. If you have anything left over, you can have a holiday or you can save up to buy a house. But interestingly, that for most people that is not a reality. For example, here you have a graph against time and money or wages, and if you notice that these steps here are your income, that as it goes up, you get promotions in your life as you go through your working life, and this is gauged on your efficiency, effectiveness at work, and this brings in extra income, no doubt, and that's exciting. But with that comes stress, more responsibility, and extra working hours if you're in middle or senior management. It normally takes you in your late 40s to early 50s to get into senior management, and by that time you're bald, you're stooped, you're with hypertension, and not enough energy to enjoy all the extra income that you're earning. So what I'm going to share with you are certain ideas here that you can take away. Now, linear income is enjoyed by working for a boss, also working for yourself. So don't bluff yourself by saying you're self-employed and you are the boss. Like if you're a restaurant owner or you're a owner of a small manufacturing concern or printing press, you have 5 to 10 employees. The bluntness of it, if this is that if you don't turn up for work for a couple of months, you have no business. Your employees will go elsewhere and you will have a huge debt on your hands. Are you aware that working for a boss is not good these days? Even business people are struggling. My brother brought a convenience store in Brisbane 4 years ago. He was very happy in the very first year, but 3 years ago, the global recession that is actually laying off people right now in Australia, Qantas is laying off 1,000 employees, and there's a steel company that's laying off another 1,000. So Australia is also suffering from this right now. Um, Wages, as I said earlier, are meant to pay bills. It's not to create wealth. What you really need is probably something more. Um, we need to do extra in our working life to put aside something for our nest egg, for our savings, for our home, for our investment properties. Uh, a business tends to speed track that. If you can get a business that can make you more money, Yes, you'll have the responsibilities, you'll have the capital that you'll have to invest. It comes with risk, the long working hours, and at the bottom of it is all that there's no guarantee that you'll succeed. So this is why a lot of people turn to franchises, because franchises comes with expertise, but you pay for that. Okay, for example, if you go for a McDonald's franchise, that'll cost you millions and millions of pesos, millions of dollars as well, in Australia or New Zealand or even US. If you go for the smaller franchises, it's a bit cheaper, but the income levels are not a lot. And you still have the stresses that you see in small business, like time, working hours, employees, landlords, etc. Now, the other option is to look at residual income. Residual income is a way we earn income, because once the work is done, you get paid over and over again. But this type of income is enjoyed by a limited number of people that are highly talented in areas of sports, in areas of acting, if they are literary writers, people who have properties. Now, properties, you need money to invest, and so forth and so forth. Now, a residual income graph would look like this. Initially, to the left, you see the person does not earn a lot of money for the time they put in, and gradually over the months, in the first few years, the income starts rising, and then it crosses 20, 30, 40,000 pesos per week. You could probably end up earning 200, 400,000 pesos per month if you work, if you get a good business that gives you residual stream of income. So as compared to the little graph up here, you can choose this. This is a 40 to 45 timeline, whereas this is a 2 to 5 year timeline, where you could earn what you earn in a year, you could probably earn in a month. So I know people are earning, thousands of pesos per week, in just 24 months. So, how do ordinary people who don't have the talents, like for being a singer, an actor, or property owner, how do they go about creating incomes for themselves? Okay, you can probably come up with a fancy idea that could add value to people's lives, like Facebook. The creators of Facebook did. There's so many other ideas that are out there. Or you could probably start your own business in network marketing. Network marketing has become a very good way to do business today, and you could earn significant or extraordinary incomes if you choose the right company, the right team to work in, and if you do your very best as well. We'll cover those points that I just mentioned, like the right team, the right company, in videos in the future. But right now, I would suggest, for more information on how to select a good network marketing company, I've written some fantastic blog posts on my blog, that is mlmincomeguarantee.com. I suggest you go there, get my newsletter. I will only send you 5 short newsletters. You can unsubscribe at any time, so there's no compulsion. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just sharing my experiences that I've picked up in the last 8 years with you, and trying to help you. Now, if you do want to join me, yes, please do so. I'm also doing this for a reason. I do hope that you would, if you're unsatisfied with your company in the future, you'll come back to me, or you will refer people to me in the future if you are not part of network marketing. Either way, I'm trying to help you and help myself. We are trying to make this place a better place so that we all can live happily ever after. Thank you.